and with the program, and what you might want to share to a colleague to encourage them to come on the course, then please do so. So
I can go ahead and go.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to learn a new skill, a new self-care strategy, and also the opportunity to do this with so many wonderful people and getting to know people that work at the same institution. That made it all this more special. And I really thought learning meditative breathing just seemed out of reach for me. And I learned through these last 3 days that it is something that I can learn, and I really look forward to making it a habit. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Who's next?
Go next. I am so excited that this course was offered to us. I tried to do it just online by myself, and I wasn't connecting to the breath. I felt a little lost in it. And so doing it in person, it was really easy. And the connection after being, in quarantine with this many employees was pretty special for me. And I found a reconnection to myself and like where my essence lies within me, and more focus and attentiveness. And I'm tickled at the community that our organization has of like-minded individuals that are open to learning and practicing mindfulness.
Wonderful. Thank you. Next. Okay.
Coming into this, I'd never done anything like meditation before, and I welcome new things all the time, and I was very happy to do it. And then I didn't realize how much of a challenge it was, but a good challenge. Learning the breath techniques and whatnot was something that I think was beneficial for me to take another way of relaxing. And again, I think the Zoom opportunity, at first was, this is going to be interesting, and it was so beneficial. I really think, and the breakout groups were just amazing. It was a lot of fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ryan. Next.
I want to thank you. I really appreciate this class. I've learned so much, and it's really helped me to relax and get in touch with my breath and who I am, and just a lot of things. I did have a question about the daily home practice at 6. Is that what we just learned? If we tune in, that's the same?
Correct. That will be the practice that we just did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that will help me because in the morning I also run and exercise, and so it's hard to fit everything in. But if I can get up at 6 and be a little more disciplined, that might help me to do the 40 days. And I'm going to try it. So thank you. And I really also liked meeting in the chat rooms with the other people, because I work with people all the time, and to hear their backstory and who they are and where they come from really makes me feel closer to them. And as people at the hospital, we're running and going, but hearing about people's lives really just makes it more special. So thank you.
Thank you. Next.
So I just want to thank the instructors and also all the participants. It really meant a lot to me to get to meet everybody and learn their stories. And I really enjoyed the learning about connecting with my breath and also the meditation. We don't take a lot of time for self-care, and so, or at least I don't. So I think this was really important for me, and to echo what everybody else said, really getting to meet other people who you may pass in the hall, but now getting to put a face with someone and knowing more about their stories was really fantastic. So thank you.
Thank you. Any volunteers?
I could say that I wanted to thank you also. I really enjoyed this course, and like everybody has been mentioning, the breakout rooms were a lot of fun. It was great to connect with people during this very unusual time in our lives. I did not realize quite how much of a skill you were going to teach us, and it's going to take a lot of practice to incorporate it, but I'm excited to learn more about it and to try it more often. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Natasha. Next.
Hi, I would just like to thank you, Leslie, and everyone for community, the power of community. In such a short time, couple of hours, we come together. I always think about Richard Leider's quote of, "The good life means being in a place where you belong with people that you love, doing the right work on purpose." And sometimes we don't do the work we need to do on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We think about work as our work, our profession, but this was good work, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Thank you. I think Candace, you had your hand up.
Yes, I've really enjoyed the course. I was a little worried about it being virtual and not in person, and if I would still be able to gain the same, I guess, engagement level. But I felt really, really engaged and challenged. And I think I also enjoyed the breakout sessions a lot. And I really appreciate the tools that were given and just the opportunity to just in a season of quarantine, kind of share and grow with a group of new people. So it's been a really, really great experience for me. So thank you.
Thank you, Candace. Who's next? Got a few. Who haven't we heard from yet? I think there's a couple of people.
Oh, I could.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Thank you. I started out on Tuesday thinking that I was being a little bit crazy. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to fit this in. But this was the last time I was going to be able to do this, so I would try. But I'm glad now that that I did, because it actually has worked out much better than I would have thought, and I think it's probably because I've been able to focus a little bit more in the course of doing this. And I thought the techniques, one of the things that surprised me was also how well the breakout rooms worked out. It wasn't something that I expected as part of this whole practice, and that really added a lot. I really enjoyed it and appreciated the course.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Let's see. Donna went. Tay.
Yes, like everyone else, I very much appreciated. This is my first time doing meditation, so it was an enlightening experience. I was also surprised at how quickly that you can get feedback from such a short period. And so I'm looking forward to not just incorporating in my own daily life, but also for my patients and also just sort of academically.
Wonderful. Thank you. Anil.
I really enjoyed this course very much. I am so thankful to Children's National to offer all of us this opportunity. It's coming from the heart that it brings all of us together. I think it is really unique that this institution has to offer. And I also want to thank you, Leslie, as well as all the instructors and hosts and Gitanjali and Hemant and everybody has put in so much time and effort for looking after well-being of us healthcare workers who are out in the.
Wonderful. Thank you, Anil. I think we've gotten everybody. Is there anyone I've missed? Ah, there we go. Yeah, Kitson.
I also just wanted to say
courses puts you back on track.
Oops. Oh, I think we had a delay with
being well and mindfulness, right?
Is that Anil? Oh, okay. I think we lost you for a second. Okay.
I see.
Thank you.
I don't know which part we lost.
I don't know. You went out for a bit. So thank you. We'll go to Kitson.
I also just wanted to say thank you. I worried going into this that I would be a little too antsy for 2.5 hours, 3 nights in a row, but instead I feel so at peace, and I really appreciate the exercises for taking me to a level of kind of calm that I haven't felt in a long time. I especially loved the breakout sessions, and I felt like the storytelling tonight was very, very powerful, and also it was just a really wonderful reflection of the power of listening, especially with the reminder of, you know, no questions and no interruptions. That really I think amplified the power of the sharing. And the guided meditation tonight was a real highlight. I'm not sure I've ever felt like I felt during that. I felt like it was I just felt very at peace. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Kitson. All right. I think we've got everybody. Did I miss anybody in my little squares here? No? Okay. We've got one final thing. Lee is going to share her screen. There's a little